How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes, okay? Exciting. Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. I'm like kind of out of it right now. I just wrote like an entire paper. An entire like 3-page paper like just now. So I'm a little out of it. That's okay. We'll get started in a couple minutes. All right, guys, just like 1 or 2 more minutes. All right, everyone. Ugh. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. All right. Oh, I hope you guys are doing super well. I am like super tired and super sore. This is our first week back to school at UA. Yay, yay, yay. It's very exciting, but everything hurts. And we've only actually danced for 2 days, but I'm very sore. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we'll start as usual with our breathing. So we'll go ahead and lay on our backs and just take some nice, calm, cycled breathing. All right. Here we go. So finding a space or a position, not a space, I guess you can find your space too, but find a position that's comfortable for you to lay in. So that can either be feet planted in a nice reclined butterfly or outstretched, whatever you're feeling tonight. So go ahead and make your way there, checking in with your midline. Everything's even and symmetrical. All right, and we'll just begin with some nice, gentle breathing. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And third time in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll just keep some nice steady breathing here. Maybe doing a body scan here, trying to pinpoint any areas of discomfort. Few more breaths here. And we'll come back together with 3 more breaths. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Third time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll gently roll onto our side, pushing up to a comfortable seat and making our way into a tabletop position. Good. Just making sure our hips are over our knees, shoulders over wrists, and we'll just take a few cat-cows here. And returning back to center, taking a few lateral C curves, trying to reach the head and the pelvis towards one another. Good, and we'll take some chest circles here. Sending the hips around for some hip circles. Other direction. Good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our right foot or our downstage leg, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going to push it back into a calf stretch. Maybe rocking forward and back a bit. Switching. And go ahead, bring the toes together, press the knees apart, and we'll just press back into a child's pose. And gently rolling up through the spine. We'll come forward onto the hands, tuck the toes, and press it back into a downward facing dog. Treading through the feet for a minute here. Good. Sending the heels down, hips up towards the ceiling. I've got to tuck in my shirt. You guys can't even see my face. Good. And taking a few breaths here. Good. We'll gently send the upstage leg towards the ceiling, taking a few ankle circles here, and letting it drop. few more ankle circles. And sending it up towards the ceiling, bringing it through into a low lunge. We're going to go ahead, actually no, we're not going to drop the knee. We're going to move into a few cat-cow lunges here. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. A few cat-cow lunges. Good. And coming forward. Now we'll drop the knee, untuck the toes. We'll roll it up through the back. Whoop. And we'll press it forward, getting a nice stretch of the hip flexor. What do you want from me? If you want me to play with or pet you, what do you want? Pressing forward with the hips, taking a few more breaths here. And gently releasing forward, tucking the toes, taking a few more cat-cow lunges here. Gently bending the back knee, bringing it up into a pyramid pose. Couple more breaths here. And pressing it back into a low lunge. Couple more cat-cows here. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes, rolling it up through the spine. We'll go ahead and reach the arms up and over. We're going to take the left hand, grabbing the right wrist, and we'll reach up and over to get a stretch through the side body. Reaching it up, releasing over, tucking the toes, a couple cat-cows here. Good, returning to center, we'll go ahead and bring the back foot up into a pyramid pose. And we'll immediately get some movement going in here, so plie the back leg, flex the front. And transfer onto the front leg. again, plie, through the center, onto the front, plie, through the center, onto the front. One more time, plie, through the center, onto the front leg, and tucking that right leg behind the left. For a cross forward fold. Sorry, I got distracted. Marty's like rolling around on the floor. He looks super cute. Couple more breaths here. And shooting that back leg back to our low lunge. We're going to go ahead, drop that knee, untuck the toes, and we'll send the hips back into a hamstring stretch. You guys can even, oh, you guys can kind of see Marty right now. And releasing over the leg. And coming forward, we'll gently move into a lizard pose. So most of the time we want to come onto our forearms. Maybe we can stay up on our palms though, and we're just going to knock that knee out to the side. And coming back up, we'll go ahead and cross that leg over for a pigeon stretch, releasing over the leg. And from our pigeon stretch, we're just going to bend that back knee. So we're in a double attitude position here, and we're just going to walk it back so you can stay up on your hands, come down to your forearms, or maybe you want to lay all the way back for this quad stretch. And if you'd still like a bit more of a stretch, you can bring the this leg that's not being stretched, you can bring it up towards your chest for a deeper stretch. And the opposite leg. And gently setting the leg down. If you brought it up, we'll go ahead and bring the stretched leg up, and we'll windshield wiper side to side. Relaxing those hips. Good. And on your own timing, gently make your way back up and into a downward facing dog. Good. Treading through the feet here. Good. And go ahead, bringing that downstage leg up towards the ceiling. Couple ankle circles here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and let it flop over. Couple ankle circles. This dog is so funny, oh my goodness. And, oh my gosh, what was that? It was a picture. Straightening the leg. What's the picture? It was my bookshelf. It was one of the two. Coming through into a low lunge. Couple cat-cow lunges here. Gently dropping the knee, untucking the toes, rolling up through the spine. Hey. Good, how was yours?
Good.
Alright, and releasing forward, coming back into low lunge. Couple cat-cow lunges here. What was that?
What'd you say?
I'm teaching a class.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, wave to the camera.
Oh.
This is my roommate Isaac. You're like, oh my god,
I thought
what?
you were talking to me.
No. I was at first.
Have a good class.
Thanks. And go ahead, bend the back knee, push it up into a pyramid pose. And bring it back down into low lunge. Couple cat-cows here. And drop the knee, untuck the toes, rolling up. And we'll go ahead, grabbing the left wrist with the right hand. We'll reach up and over, stretching out that side. And releasing forward. Tucking the toes. Couple more cat-cows here. Hi, Muffin. And gently bringing that leg back up into a pyramid pose. We'll go ahead and bring some movement in here. So plie the back leg, flex the front, and coming forward, pointing the toes. Again, flex the back, or no, flex the front, plie the back, coming forward. Marty, Marty, stop chewing on the furniture. And last time, plie back, flex the front, and we'll come forward into cross forward fold. Couple more breaths here. And sending that left leg back into low lunge. We'll drop the knee and send the hips back into a hamstring stretch. Marty. Oh boy, I made a great mistake. Releasing over the leg. Alrighty. And we'll come forward into a lizard pose. Shh. And gently making your way up to your hands. We'll go ahead and walk the foot over for a pigeon stretch. Gently making your way up, bending the back knee into a double attitude, laying down onto the floor or whatever level you were at on the other side. I'm gonna bring my knee into my chest. For those of you who don't know her, this is my cat Penny. And releasing the leg. Windshield wipering the leg side to side. Good. And it's right on the ground. We're just going to go ahead and roll over onto our stomachs and into our first frog. So we're going to do the frog where we're on our knees and our hips are reaching for the floor. Yeah, so knees and feet are planted, hips are reaching for the floor. Making sure to keep our low abs engaged here to support our low backs. And then we're gonna roll forward onto our hips, and our knees are gonna be on the ground. Feet are gonna be up in the air. Unless you're pretty flexible, then the goal is to reach the feet for the ground. I'm lucky I have open hips, so my frog is flat. If only I had this turnout when I was standing. And we're gonna turn our knees in, straighten our legs if you can, send them up and back into a child's pose. and rolling up. Alright, coming to a comfortable seat. And we're just going to go ahead and finish out with a nice little neck stretch. So I'm going to take my right hand, we've done this one a whole bunch, right hand behind my back, grabbing my hands together, and I'm going to reach the crown of my head up and over towards my hands to get a nice stretch through my neck. Bringing in some motion to the stretch, very gentle. And releasing the hands. Pushing the head back up to center, looking side to side very gently. And then we take my left hand, I'm going to put it behind my back, grab my hands together, lengthening through my spine, up to the crown of my head, and reach my head over towards my hands. Bringing some motion into the stretch. Marty. And releasing the hands, pushing the head back up to center, gently looking side to side. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do one where we look down. Yes, so be very gentle with this one. We're going to take both hands, put it behind our head. We can drop our elbows if we want, and just start to curl over. Dropping it. Marty. Sorry about that. Dropping the chin to the chest, starting to curl over. And just getting a stretch through the back of the neck, down into the back. And gently releasing the hands, rolling up through the spine. And we'll take 2 head rolls to the right. And we'll go 2 head rolls to the left. Good. And now we'll just finish out class with our breathing. So sitting nice and tall on our sits bones. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome job tonight, everyone. Thanks for coming and taking class with me. As always, love having you here. Sorry I'm a little low energy tonight, though. I had a long day at school, but I'm sure I'll perk back up soon. It's just first week back, so I'm a little tired. First week of grad school, so you know. I'm sure some of you know how that is. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys again next week on Tuesday for this class, on Wednesday for Jazz Basics, and then Thursday night again for this class. So thanks so much. Love and miss you all.